Hello everyone, it's Small Farmer 610. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the very last episode on the big 132 Mall Farm Diorama display. It's currently day 40, and as you may have heard, day 40, it's the last day. So you may know that the farm is being changed, it's going to be changed, and it's going to be changed for the better. But yeah, it's the last episode of the storyline. And yeah, there's a lot happening for our last episode for a very special occasion. We have a very special Christmas charity run here. It's a big convoy, so it is, and they're raffling off a tractor, so they are. But a lot else going on happening with elsewhere, especially big news with PJ, so we'll get to that later on. But for now, we'll hand it on to Daniel.
Guys, kicking it off over here on John's farm. There's after been a little bit of an incident down here. So, just a lad was delivering to the dealership. He has a John Deere teleporter to deliver, and this is after coming in from Holland. So your man, the farmer from Holland, is after bringing over his John Deere, and yeah, he's after having a minor breakdown, but he just walked up the field over to the house, and luckily John was there. So John came down with the John Deere, and he's about to hook up the chain. He's just backing up to it at the minute, and he's gonna try tow it. I don't know if it's gonna be able to do it, but we'll have to see. And yeah, he's just gonna tow it back to John's yard, and he's just gonna call a John Deere mechanic. Maybe just call the dealership down. But yeah, over here on the main farm, there's not a whole pile going on. The cattle are after just being fed there in the last hour. They're very, very happy as well. The Fiat 140/90 was hauling a bit of muck here for another farmer today, and Oshin is just after hopping out of the 140/90, and he's after hopping into the Massey 2620 to go to the tractor run. So he just abandoned it in the middle of the farm. But yeah, other cattle are happy over there as well. Everything else is parked up. You might notice the Ferguson TE20 is gone, but we'll explain that in a minute. Then, over here, causing more havoc, it's Mick. So Mick is after slipping on ice. He's on the way to he's after making an appearance first of all, and he's on the way to the charity tractor run, and he slipped on ice, and he's after doing a bit of a drift, so he just went into the wall there. So we'll see how he gets it on, and we'll see if we'll see him there. And as you know, it would not be a tractor run without the two 6.610s. These are the original tractor run fellas. They've organised a couple around the area, and it's always been hosted at the church. So these two fellas can't miss out on it with their very mint tractors, not a speck of rust on them. Just before we get to the tractor run, we have the contractors in their New Holland T7, John Muck, and yeah, he's just flat to the mat there, and he has a Ford TW 35 or 30 just heading up to the tractor run. We also have a John Deere 6920 heading up, and the county. So this is the charity run. So we're here at the charity tractor run. So, John is just on the microphone here with his Ferguson TE20. It's going to be raffling off for charity. All the money from it is going to be going to charity. John done this out of his own money, and yeah, his own spare time. And everyone is coming here to support the cause. And yeah, a lot of people are pulling up. It started in 15 minutes, so not everyone has arrived yet. But they'll be turning on the Christmas lights across the village and everything. So we have a lot of known people around. So you can see PJ with his county. You have PJ's son with the international. You have Kevin with the county that drives around and does the odd bit of work. And Colin, the Oshin with his Massey Ferguson 2620. And we have Nigel with his Ford 8870. So there's a lot of people here, and there's more to come. As you know, the two lads are on their way, and yeah, it's going to be a massive event. But yeah, everyone is happy, and who's going to win the Massey Ferguson or the Ferguson?
Here in the 4 New Holland dealership, there's not a whole lot going on today as they're all going to the charity tractor run. But yeah, one of the customers is after taking their New Holland teleporter and is just bringing it back to their farm after getting it fixed. The boys here in the dealership after getting the bonnet fixed for him, so he's more than happy. And then a customer there a few hours ago dropped in as David Brown to get fixed, but it won't be fixed till Monday morning. But anyway, there's also a Dietz K100 in here for sale. It got a bit of repairs done to it, but it's now up for sale. And so is the Massey Ferguson 362, that's also up for sale. Here in PJ's yard, there is some exciting news about PJ's yard. He's not actually here, him and the son aren't actually here, they're at the charity tractor run, but they're after inheriting a farm further away, and it's actually an abandoned farm, so they're going to be moving to that soon enough, and there'll be more news about that in the coming months. But yeah, it's quite exciting news for PJ and his son, as they're going to be taking over this big tillage farm that's been abandoned for many years. But yeah, that's quite exciting news, and you'll hear about that in the next few months. But yeah, moving on. We have the contractors David and Nigel. Liam is in the fast track, going back for another load of sawdust. He only has one more to do, and then he'll go into the tractor run, the charity tractor run, and see what's happening. Larry's coming in the Fendt 818, and yeah, he's going to the charity tractor run as well. Nice to see his Fendt all nicely polished up and nice and clean for the tractor run. Then we have some madman up the road here, not sure what's gotten into his head, but he's after buying a brand new Kuhn mower, and he's got the silage mood already, silage cutting in progress. He's got the silage feeling, and he's going mad. He's going to go cut silage already with his new mower. He's over the moon, and he can't wait for silage 2022. So he's gone off his head anyway, but fair play to him. Can't really blame him, to be honest. Here in the contractor's yard, not a whole lot going on, but there's been a bit of workshop jobs during the week there. New Holland T7225 is got a pair of jewels on, which should be ready for the spring work and a bit of work during the winter there. But yeah, they have the jewels on anyway. Nice to see them on, looks quite nicely on them. And then JCB 419S is clearing out the shed, a bit of grain. They're going to go sell a load tomorrow morning, so they're just getting the shed ready. Well yeah, that's about it there in the contractor's yard. As I said, not a lot happening. The John Deere 6920S has been parked up for a few weeks there, as there's no use for it at the moment, as it's not really slurry season as of yet. But yeah, that's about it there in the contractor's yard. So here we have two hedge cutting contractors after meeting each other on the road. It's a bit of a standoff at the moment, as yeah, they're the biggest hedge cutting contractors in the area, and yeah, they're not too happy meeting each other. But yeah, they're gonna have a bit of a standoff. But next to it anyway, we have Ford 7810 doing a bit of sweeping on the road. The young lad that usually does a bit of sweeping, he's just sweeping the road for the quarry, and then he's also going to be heading off to the charity tractor run. So yeah, nice to see everyone is participating in the tractor run today, supporting the charity. And then there's some lad going off there to do a bit of fencing in the JCB teleporter. A few sheep has been escaping, so he's going to fix that. And then over here in Grainco and Gravelco, there's a McCormick MTX 175 and a dually dump trailer tipping up a bit of gravel here on a wet spot of the yard where there's been a bit of drainage done, and now the pipe is burst, so there's a bit of water leaking everywhere. He's going to tip that bit of gravel, and the Paz loan shovel is going to level it out a bit. So yeah, not much else happening here in Gravelco. A bit jobs ready for Monday morning. Daichi is ready to head out, and so is this Fendt 930, and Dash 1 Digger is ready to head out as well. Someone's after parking their NC dump trailer there. I think that must have been Larry as he's after heading off. But we let him away with it, sure, he's the owner of the quarry. And then you may be thinking, why is all these dumpers heading down into the quarry? Well, they're doing a bit of a convoy, so they are. So they're doing a bit of a video for their Facebook page to send all their customers a happy Christmas. So yeah, they're taking a video of all the dumpers heading down the quarry, the big quarry road, the quarry's cliff. And yeah, they're going to wish everyone a happy Christmas. So that's about it there on the model farm. The very last episode on the model farm, guys, day 40. And it's very emotional, to be honest with you. The very last day before the farm is getting taken down. And yeah, it's probably emotional for you guys as well. So thanks everybody for watching, guys. It's been a very good episode with the Ferguson. A lot of history behind this Ferguson, as it was buried behind the church here for many years. That was the exact spot the Ferguson was in, and it was in the hedgerow there. And John and his son and his wife took it out, and they decided to restore it and make a good project out of it. And now they're after raffling it off for a charity, and hopefully some person will enjoy this raffle present, and someone out of the community will enjoy it. So yeah, that's very nice to see, and there's been a very big turnout, as you can see, with everyone around the community supporting this, and hopefully there'll be a lot of money raised. So yeah,
I'd like to thanks everybody for tuning in with this series and supporting the series. Stephen was saying it's day 40 and it's the last day of this model farm. Stephen will be taking it down and rebuilding it, and for a while my model farm that I built recently will be taken over for Beyond the Farms for a while. But thanks to everybody for their support. It means a lot. Myself and Stephen had a lot of fun building this farm and working with this farm, and I hope you will see Stephen's new farm early in 2022, I suppose.
And for the very last time, guys, we're going to leave you with one final cinematic of the farm in all its glory before it gets taken down. So you have John's farm here. Lots of history behind this farm. As you know, it's been through two owners. Mick used to own that farm. The dealership, they got a lot of business throughout the few months. And PJ's farm is a legendary farm, as you may agree. And then the contractors, they're flat out every episode, as you may know, with a new shed they built, and lots of things happening with the contractors. A new tractor, stolen tractor. They've been through a lot of drama. And then Larry himself here in the quarry, lots of activity happened. They got the new Doorsons at the start of the year there, and they've been progressing throughout the year. So that's about it there, guys. Me and Daniel, we'd just like to say a big thanks throughout this series, and look forward to Daniel's model farm starting in a few weeks' time after this. So from here on in,
thanks everybody for watching. Bye for now.
Bye for now, guys. See you again soon.